So we're listening to You Bet Your Garden. I'm letting my car warm up. Karina's in her car seat, obviously. James is at home, he's sleeping. I woke up at 3 o'clock, he was up. I woke up at 5 o'clock, he was up. I got up at 6:30, he was still out in the living room. He said that he fell asleep on his chair and that he was just waking up to go to bed. I don't know where my face mask is today. It's a big deal for me. I always wear a face mask. And between last night and this morning, I have no idea where the thing is. But, so I'm going to keep my face covered. I took James's scarf with me, so I'm going to keep my face covered that way. I'm going to keep Karina covered. My car is warmed up now. But, we are on our way. And, so this morning I got up, I talked to Eva for a bit.
You don't have anything like a chipper shredder, do you? Well, I've got a tractor with a big bush hog on it.
And she was up, she's ready to go, she's getting ready to go. And so I'm not going to call Dijon because I don't want to wake her up and I don't want to disturb her house. Even though I call each other a lot, so, I mean, like, I know I could call her and be like, hey, but she didn't, she called me twice last night when I was sleeping. I got her messages, she didn't leave any messages, I got her missed calls this morning, so, you know. But no, I'm super excited for this Mama Market today. I'm excited to go, I'm excited to be there, I'm excited to wait in line, like, it's gonna be awesome. And so I unloaded the car of the hangers and stuff this morning. Hey! And we are all set and ready to go. It's empty, everything is empty. So I brought some bags with me. Eva's bringing her buggy that she has with her. So I mean, we're in a good spot. I should get there by 7:30-ish, I hope. So this way we can wait in line and it'll be perfect. I'm probably going to film some of the Mama Market today if I can, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, alright, I guess that's it for my update. Yeah, James was on the computer like all night last night. But he said that he's going to leave the house at noon to go down and hang out with Wayne. I don't know how he's going to be up at noon. He doesn't normally wake up at noon, and he went to bed at 6:30. So, I mean, I woke up at 6-something before my alarm. It was 6:20-something before my alarm went off. And I don't know how he's going to be awake to go hang out with Wayne. But even if he doesn't go hang out with Wayne, that's okay. So. Alright, well, I'm going to go back to listening to You Bet Your Garden, and my girl is hopefully going to fall asleep in the back seat, and we are going to have a blast today. I've been waiting for this day for such a long time. I mean, okay, the Mama Market, I don't know if I explained this or not, everything is free. You walk in, you go, you wait in line, you hopefully are one of the first people there, and you walk in and you hand in your little ticket that you get for early admissions if you got it, and it's a free ticket, and everything is free. Like, they have clothes in the back. Last year, well, in the summer they had clothes in the back, and then they had books, and then they had the kids' clothes, and then they had the toys in the rooms, and it was everything. They had everything. This year I'm hoping to pick up Karina a balance bike as well. I should write that down on my list because I don't have it down on my list, but last year they had 3 of them and I didn't grab any of them because Karina was too small. We didn't have a place to store it. I didn't have a bike yet. I didn't have a bike for James yet, but now I got me a bike, I got James a bike. Karina needs her own bike. She's going to be 2 next summer, and I think that's the perfect time for her to start on a balance bike and to, you know, get her little experience with a bike. I think it'd be awesome, especially now that we are going to own our own home, and we're going to be able to get a shed, and we're going to be able to get a dishwasher, and, you know, I am so excited about this prospect. I have my kitchen, Wayne used to everyone saw my kitchen. My kitchen is awesome, and, you know, we're not going to have to hurry up and move anytime soon. We're going to probably take the house with us when we go. Like, oh my goodness, it is just stability. I wanted stability for my daughter, and even though James doesn't like the trailer idea, like, And he's like, oh, it's not a trailer, it's a house, it doesn't look like a trailer. And that's awesome, because I really wanted him to be on board with this. And I wish that we did this years ago when I kept suggesting it. We could have had a trailer 4 years ago. It's the same money, it's the same stuff. We could have had the trailer 4 years ago. But maybe we wouldn't have gotten this deal, or maybe it wouldn't be this area, or maybe it would be a, you know, a single wide instead of a double wide, like, I don't know. But I'm just really glad that we have it now. And it's a small trailer, it's 860 square feet. It is a small trailer, but for us, for the 3 of us, and a cat, it's perfect. And we get to keep our cat and no more worrying about squish, and, you know, and it's just such a relief in so many ways. James is like, oh, we're gonna have to get new carpets and all this stuff. I'm like, no, we're gonna use our old carpets. We're not buying new carpets. First thing that we gotta do, we gotta save up money, and we gotta get that roof. I need to start talking around town and seeing who could maybe help financially float us and support us for this roof. We need a roof for this house. We need to get rid of the mold. We need the roof. I don't even know if it has mold now, because James and George both said it's not mold. It's a wood smell that's coming off of the property. Which I would, oh, what is this? I would believe. Audio, new something. It's pointing that way. I don't know what it is. But I would believe that. It's just, I need to make sure. But I do. I want a new roof for this place. The roof is 28 years old, and it has mold on the top of the roof. So I would absolutely believe that that's where the smell's coming from. And I hope it's just like an edifice thing and not an interior thing. So, all right. Oh, garage sale on Saturday. All right. Well, that's it for my update. This is what we are doing. We are going to the Mama Market, and it's going to be so much fun. My daughter is going to get whatever she wants there, and she's old enough to actually pick stuff out now, and, you know, I am so excited. And then you just pile your stuff in the front, and then you load it into your car, and, you know, it's just such a, for someone like me, for someone like Eva, you know, this is the only way that we can really get things. And it is all material things, but it's the only way we can really get things and not have to worry about the consequences of getting stuff, which is not being able to pay your bills, which is not being able to be debt free, which is like being trapped by stuff with money, and, you know, like, this is it. This is what we got. So we go to all the free events. We're both in the same financial situation, basically, and, you know, which is, I don't mind being poor, honestly. There's no reason that you can't have everything that you need while you're poor. Like, all you have to do is you set your pride aside, and you're like, look, I need this. And you have to be willing to ask people for things. Like, you know, you have to be willing to ask for what you need, and that's what it is. And that's a character building skill, because if you're not willing to ask somebody for what you need, then you need to be more open about yourself and be like, look, this is who I am, this is where I'm at, this is my truth, and I am standing in it, alright? And yeah, that's what you do. You stand in your truth, you be who you are, you love who you are, like, you know, and, you know, maybe one day you'll be maybe a little bit different. But I mean, people, the core of your essence and your being doesn't really change. It really doesn't. Because you are who you were ages ago. Maybe not the same exact, but, you know, like, your likes, your dislikes, the things that you do, the way that you value yourself, the way that you value things around you. And yes, with experience, sometimes it changes. You read certain books, you grow within your mind, you grow within yourself. At 25, your brain is completely developed, so you're able to make more rational decisions that aren't impulsive. I think I was born old, though, because ever since I was 6, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm too old to do this. I can't do this. What are you guys doing? Like, no. And, like, you know, so I've always had that old complex. Like, I'm not friends really with Christy anymore. I haven't talked to her in ages, but I mean, she was my best friend growing up, and if you talk to her, she'd be like, oh yeah, since 6 years old, that girl has been saying she's old, you know? And I have, like, my father got sick when I was 6, and we learned about everything when I was 6, so, you know, we went everywhere, we did everything, like, you know, it got to the point where I was even sick of traveling when I was like 10. I was done. I was like, no, I just want to stay home. I'm done. I don't want to go everywhere. But I did because I knew that my father was dying. He's dying. He's not going to be around next year. He's not going to be around in 5 days. I didn't know when he was going to not be around. And, you know, after a while, you get to the point where, like, either you really want it to go back to normal or you just want it to be over. You don't want to watch someone puking all the time. You don't want to, you know, clean up pee bottles, and you don't want to give someone their pills and have them throw them up and then give them again. You don't want to do any of that stuff anymore. You just want to, you know, stay home, and you want to not do anything, like, you know. And we were always doing something, though, and I'm that way today. I'm always doing something. And you know, my mother was that way too, but it was more contained into the house. You know, she was always doing something inside the house. And you know, so I really do. I have that. And, like, you know, we were always early to stuff. I'm always early to stuff. I think that you are really conditioned by your parents. Your parents really do, like, condition you as you're growing up to, you know, like, I've always been a really hard worker. My mother is a really, really hard worker. Like, the best parenting skills? No. Angry person? Yes. Really hard worker? Yes. You know, she is. She's a really, really hard worker. She always has been. And she's always been really early to things, but she's always been, like, really rushed in doing things. She's like, time is a waste, and we gotta go right now. Let's go. You know, that type of thing. We gotta be early to this. You know, and I'm that way too. I'm early, but I leave an hour early. I don't rush it. Like, I'm not driving in the car with my, you know, my eyes bugged out and like, oh, we gotta get there now. We gotta get there now. You know, like, I always thought that was kind of crazy. But like, I am, though. I am early to things. And no, but your parents really do condition you. Like, a lot of the stuff that they are, you become. And, you know, I've
forgot to add that it also makes a great hiding place for mice and voles to nibble away at the bark undetected.
And so anyway, I don't know I'm on the topic. I have to go back and watch. But yeah, I'm just really excited for today. And yeah, I did. I always thought that I was really old from a very young age. And you know, kind of like old soulish. So yeah, I'm really good at standing in my truth. I'm really good at being like, well, you know, you see that over there? That's in the garbage, but I want that. And I'll go get it. Like, I saw a frame yesterday, and I didn't have enough room to carry it in my hands, but I want to go back and grab it. It didn't rain yesterday. I don't think the trash man came by to this person's house. When I take walks around the neighborhood, I bring my buggy with me, and I fill up my buggy with stuff that people are giving away. I either sell it, or I keep it, or I was like, give it to someone else after I clean it up, and it's just like, oh, they don't need to know that I found it. They just need to be like, oh, every single gift I've given to everyone, if it wasn't homemade, handmade, it was a re-gifted gift that I had either found or I treasure hunted somewhere else, like whatever. Or else, you know, something that I personally just didn't want anymore. I just gave it away to them. So yeah, I don't pay anything for anything. Besides from maybe like cakes and candles and ingredients and food. Like, you know, some of that stuff is store-bought. But a lot of it isn't, unless it's a store-bought, made by them and store cake, you know? That stuff is sometimes store-bought. But, yeah, just, everyone should just be really, really proud of who they are. Because if you're here and you are surviving, you're doing great. But everyone's doing great. And, you know, there's no reason to not just stand in your truth and be like, I need help with this, or, you know, like, every year, for example, when I do the taxes, I call the tax man and ask him, oh, I think I might have, okay, that's it for my update.